actually save me. That don't change. That don't change at all. But so check it. I'm about to do this is a new video, right? Of course, it's a new video. Let you know what I'm doing right now. Let me tell you what I'm doing right now. I am still working for myself. We are still in business. We're still in business, and things are looking up. Things are looking much better now. Hold on. I don't have my tripod with me, so I'm just doing this real organic right now. Because I said I was going to do a video today, and god darn it, I'm doing a video. Anyway. So where am I going with this video? Where am I going with this video? Okay, so we back in the truck. Okay, we back in the truck. Y'all see the setup. Up there, the Xbox Call of Duty is on right now. I'm about to play some Call of Duty in a little bit. But so let me tell you what's been happening. First off, we've had issues last year. We had a lot of issues last year in trying to figure out this business. Saying again, right? Yo, I'm starting over again, bros. I'm starting over. It's a whole new day. I'm at the practice. I'm at the practice. It's been a minute since I've been doing these YouTube videos, so I'm trying to get back in the ball of things, right? So last year, it was kind of rough because we had like a big bill, a huge insurance bill that we had to pay by Christmas. Now the insurance that we had was very, very expensive. So what we had to do is shop around for some cheaper or less expensive insurance. Not cheaper, less expensive. That had the same coverage that we previously had, but we couldn't pay the amount of money that we were paying with the loads that we were getting. So we got another insurance, thank God. We found another insurance and started with them and kept our company going. So let me tell you what happens, right? When you got your MC, right, and your insurance is about to go lapse, is about to expire, they email all the brokers. They send the notice to the FSMV Motor Safety Commercial Vehicles Board, the government board, to show that your MC doesn't have the proper insurance, or is about to be, that your insurance is about to be expired. Once that board gets that alert, all the brokers that you work with, they hear about it too, and then you can't book loads. You can't book any loads. It's like they're like, your account has been suspended. Please upload the new insurance information. But our account wasn't suspended yet, but it was about to be. So they wanted us to upload the new insurance information. Yo, it was one day that we uploaded the information, and one broker did not have our information in time, and we could not book with them. The feeling of not being able to book a load, it was like, yo, that's it. Once we can't book a load, we go out of business. So the name of the game, no matter what anyone tells you, you cannot survive in this business, in this trucking business, off of brokers alone. You can't survive with the brokers alone. You're gonna have to find a lane that you can run, that you have for your equipment, that you can run, so that you can get a contract. Because getting a contract with a shipper is what's going to keep you in business. Going week by week and going on these broker boards and trying to get these load boards and trying to find loads week by week is not where it's at. Now, there's going to be a lot of people, and I've taken these courses. There's a lot of people talking about, hey, get your dispatching license, go learn about dispatching and open up your own dispatching business. Don't be fooled by opportunity that you can't be involved in. And let me tell you why I say that. Yeah, you can get your license to become a dispatcher. You can get an LLC and say that and learn about dispatching and tell truckers, hey, I'll dispatch for you. But you got to know the insides about it. How are you going to dispatch? Why do truckers need you to help them dispatch? You know, experience is one thing, and relationships is another. I mean, well, experience and relationships are in hand, actually, because if you have the experience and you have relationships, then you can actually get the contracts and the loads and be able to offer different services. But without the relationships and the contracts with these companies, you can't offer any trucker anything that they can't do themselves. So I've been dispatching myself. I've found really, really good loads, and I'm able to dispatch. The main thing I do need, and luckily I have my wife, that is the best thing in my life, because she does all the financials, make sure that I get paid, make sure that we get paid, and without having a factoring company and having someone to follow up on the books, it's kind of difficult. But you're still able to do it if you have organization skills and you're able to organize it. But don't be fooled by these entrepreneurship learning seminars, these master classes. You hear? These master classes are out there to sell you the game when you can get the game for free just by doing your own research. And I had to pay to learn. And if you don't pay attention and pay for the education, you're not going to learn and see what was necessary and what was not necessary. So when I say don't go to these master classes, I didn't say don't check them out, but don't invest your whole life savings into the master class. Dip your toe into it. See what kind of information that you can get out of the master class. See what information you're missing out of these master classes. If you know most of the information already, then go to another source. There are a lot of groups out there that are giving you the game for free. There's some you have to pay attention and join the group that might cost a little bit of money, but that is an investment that is worth a lot, because people that has experience and connections is what you want to pay for. You want to pay for the experience and the connections, because you're not going to be able to get all that experience and connections yourself. It's going to take time. But to speed up that process, you want to deal with people and network with people that have the experience and the connections. So, so a little rundown before I end this thing, because I didn't give you no gist of what's happening, what I'm doing. I found a lane. Remember back in the day I was talking about I bought a reefer trailer, and I wasn't using my reefer trailer at the point because I was trying to do a lot of dry van loads. The dry van loads,
have they loaded me already?
I don't think so. The dry van loads were good, but I was renting a trailer from Convoy, and you was doing power onlys with Convoy and then utilizing the trailer for dry van loads. The problem with that is that I would have the trailer after I'll do the initial load for Convoy. I'll have the trailer for 3 days to pick loads to go wherever I need to go to get the extra money until I return the trailer. The problem with that was I only had 72 hours with the trailer before I had to return that trailer at the same location that I picked it up at. So you can understand the dilemma in that. Sometimes I would get loads going out of the state, and then I'll have to get a load coming right back into the state so that I can return the trailer so I can get another trailer to do the same thing again. At one point, I had trailers that I was renting trailers for 2 weeks at a time. Sometimes they have options for that. Not all the time, but rarely they have options for that, but sometimes they do. And I had the trailer for 2 weeks at a time, and that really paid off. But having a trailer only for 3 days and dropping them off, it was hard logistically because I couldn't find loads coming back to that specific location without jeopardizing the costs. I would have to eat the costs coming back to that location because I would be desperate to get back at a certain time, so I couldn't bid on anything that wasn't I couldn't bid on anything that was available. I would just pick it up and book it. So that was a problem. So my goal was to actually start using my trailer again, try to start finding reefer loads. Like I said, it was hard. It's very hard, but I don't know what it is and how it happened, but I give all glory and praise to God. All of it. Because like I said before, we were going out of business. I was losing money. And we couldn't even make the truck payment. We couldn't even make the insurance payment. And now we can. So now I'm getting these loads, these reefer loads, locally. And I don't want to tell you the loads because I don't want it to be gone. Because for some reason, you give out too much information and then it gets saturated. But I found a shipper, Publix, Walmart, and those are my lanes. They pay out a lot. And there are certain brokers that deal with reefers that only deal with those lanes. And when you look and find these loads, they go fast. All the reefers that are in town, they pick up those loads because they pay out. So we've been booking week in and week out, of loads in Orlando to Miami, Miami to Orlando, Orlando to Miami, back and forth 5 days a week. Sometimes I do a Saturday load now, and sometimes I don't. Like this weekend is Super Bowl weekend. No Saturday loads this weekend, but yeah, yo, it's been a blessing. This experience has been very hard. It's very hard to keep my faith, because getting into this business, I never wanted to get into this business. I thought it was going to be a passive income type of thing, that I was going to get a truck, get a driver, and have plenty of money in the world to give a driver bonuses and hire a driver and be like, they're going to be happy. I'm going to make sure my driver is my partner, and I'll give them half of the profits, so because I can live off a half and still do my training and not have to deal with the business side of it. Wrong. Anything that you want to get successful and you want to grow and you want to really be successful, this is not just something to try right here. I have a company right here. Me and my wife have a company right now, and everything is on the ground level, and I have to get it up to the next step. We're gonna get it up to the next step. I want to buy my own building that'll have several of my trucks, several of these reefer trailers just ready to go out. I want 10 trucks by the end of this year. I want contracts with Publix by the summertime. We don't have contracts yet. We're still working with brokers, but we're working on contracts right now. We're sending out our information and trying to work on contracts. But we need contracts. So I'm working on getting better equipment, working on getting more equipment, and just working on seeing what God would do. Because when you got God on your side, yo, you got to dream big, man. You got to make God's, you got to say, God, can you fail? Say, God, can you fail? That's something you have to ask yourself. You have to, don't challenge God, but know that you can go and trust God and be like, you know what? If He gave this to me, and it's getting hard, and it's getting harder, but I'm still going through it, that means the devil trying to stop you. The devil's a liar, man. He's trying to stop you, saying you can't make it and you ain't gonna make it. But God's saying, trust me, you can give up. God's saying you can give up, yo. Give up anytime you want to. I'm not gonna push you to greatness. The only way you're gonna grow is unless you push yourself through it and trust that you're gonna get through it. I got one story to tell you. If you're here at 19 minutes, I got one story to tell you, and I promise. Yo, I had a load 2 days ago going to Oconee Egg Farm in Madison, Georgia. Look it up. Oconee, Oconee Egg Farm in Madison, Georgia. Okay. I checked the GPS. If you look up this route and look up this place, I was going to try to find this place, going up 85, and it sent me on a location through the woods to this egg farm. Now, I don't want to sell this short, But when I was going on my route, my GPS took me on a 1-lane road, a gravel road. I'm thinking, okay, gravel, that's cool. It's gonna end up being okay. 5 miles down the road, there was a dirt pit, like a dirt sinking, like you sinking, and then it's like nothing but like a 4-wheeler path. Something that you'll see going up the side of a mountain that 4-wheelers will take and have a good time, and get a muddy time. There's a big sign that says no trucks. I went 5 miles on this gravel 1-way road with pits on the side of me. I can't back up. There were several turns back there that I had to maneuver around, thinking that it was going to open up to a clearing. No such luck. I got to the entrance of this dirt pit, and I had to make a decision. Either try to back up and get stuck, or go forward and get stuck. I swear to you, I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I swore, I figured that it was going to open up. I prayed. I said, God, I don't know what to do. And I had a feeling in me. And don't play me. Don't come at me saying, "No, man, whatever." But I just had I was like, "Yo, God, you got to get me through this. I don't know how. What do I do? What do I do? Do I back up and get stuck, or go forward into the woods, not knowing what to expect?" There were rivers, valleys. There were muddy paths. Let me show you my truck. Let me show you what it looked like. Most of the dirt's already off, but look. Look at the cake. Okay. So that doesn't give it any justice, right? That doesn't do it too much justice, because it don't really show how deep I was in that dirt, or in that mud, because I was deep in that mud. I think I have a little bit of video of how the path was, but I don't have it at the worst parts. There was one part when I was going up a hill, and there was like a couple of ditches, water holes, like water filled up in these ditches, and there was holes and there was a slide, and it was slid off the mountain. And I was going up the mountain, boom, 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 boom. It was like a little hill, not really a mountain, but there was trees and a lake on the side. So I was going up there, and I started to shift. Yo, my truck stopped in the middle of going up, like it was switching gears. Like, and if I had a stick shift, I would have gone into the lowest gear and tried to run through it. But this automatic beast right here, with God's help, got me through it. I got to the shipper, and the shipper saw my truck, and they were like, "Yo, you went the back way?" And I was like, "Yeah, man. Did you get a tow truck?" And I was like, "Nah." He was like, "Yo, I called 4 tow trucks for people going through that way this week alone." He was like, "You must be a good driver." I was like, "I'm not a good driver." God really blessed me and got me out of there. He knew I couldn't afford a tow truck. He knew that. I couldn't afford a tow truck or get towed out of at Wilderness. Google it. Google that area. It's off of 129 and 85. In that little wooded area, I was stuck. Scared me. I had nightmares after that, but I give praise every time I can get a chance, go. Thank God. It's important to have faith. The only reason why it's really important to have faith, not only faith in yourself, but faith that someone's looking out for you. And someone knows the struggle that you're going through. You just gotta thank him. You gotta know him and have a relationship with him. Once you have a relationship with him and you know him, he's not gonna make it easy for you. He's not gonna make it easy for you. He's gonna give you the peace to let you know that it's gonna be okay, though. That no matter how hard it's gonna get, that you just have to push through it, figure it out, ask for guidance to push through it, because you're not gonna get it by sitting down and getting $1 million and like, hey, oh, yo, look at the mailbox. God gave me $1 million to buy a couple of trucks, and everything is smooth sailing. Not gonna be easy Sunday. It's not gonna be an easy Sunday. You know what I mean? It's gonna be rough. So I mean, you have to really have faith. Even right now, it's still rough. I gotta have that smile on my face saying it's gonna be okay. Because he got me through a lot of hard times. My past has shown me of how many things he's gotten me through. And I can be like, well, I was just lucky. I'm not lucky. If I was lucky, I'd win the lottery. But I'm not that lucky. I've gotten through times that I didn't think I was going to get through. I've gotten through times physically, mentally, and emotionally that I didn't think I was going to get through, and I made it through it. I'm scared of the future still. But God says don't worry about fear. Just trust that he got your back. And if bad things happen, so be it. Understand that there are some things that might happen that you have to understand that God is still in control. You can't have fear. You can't be worried and, oh man, I should just give up now. If you have air and you're able, if you're capable and you're able, God's just giving you a test. Giving you some resistance. Giving you something to talk about. If it was easy, God, that's nothing. You'll have nothing to talk about. If nothing wrong happened, you'll have nothing to talk about. People will just say you're lucky. But now I can say I'm blessed. It ain't luck. Not blessed that I have everything that I want. Blessed that God has provided everything that I need. Oh yeah, I want a new car. I don't have a new car. I see my friends riding around in brand new Teslas. Beautiful cars. I don't have the money to do that right now. God provided my needs. He didn't give me what I wanted. But I want a Lamborghini. Or a Jeep. Rubicon. You know what I mean? Them extendos. But in time, I'll get it. But anyway, that's it in a nutshell, man. The first video for this year, kind of long, but it's all you needed. That's all you needed. Alright, yo. Like, subscribe right now. And tell your friends that life is gonna be hard, yo. But you gotta train harder.